Hey Bulleteers, today I'll be reviewing uh, Truck Lite 80275 Auxiliary Light. So this is the packaging of the 80275 Lite. On the front you can see a 3-year warranty symbol clearly given, uh, and on the side you have got the specifications. It produces 280 lumens of light. It is a 4.5-inch diameter light, and it consumes 12.8 volt and zero point 0.7 ampere of power, which is something around 9 watt. Both the lights should consume something around 18 watt of power, which is extremely low power draw, considering other fog lights which consume up to 27 watts of power. The bottom side is clear, and on top again you have got the 3-year warranty and the Truck Lite logo. Now I'll be opening to see what is inside. So again, as I open the box, I see that there is nothing but the light inside the box. There is no protection, no bubble wrap or thermocol given to protect the lights. You can see that the box is completely empty except for the light. What it actually means is the belief the manufacturers of the light have in the sturdiness of their light. And as you can see, the truck light built is pretty solid. It can handle almost all kinds of shocks that a road can throw at it. On top of it, you see this plug. It is to let the condensation out, and it should not be removed in any case. This light uses an H12 socket. The build is pretty solid, but the one problem you realize after buying this light, and which I also realized after buying this light, is how to attach it to your motorcycle, because a Bullet doesn't have any 4.5-inch housing in their on their body, and you don't get 4.5-inch housing anywhere. So that's one of the biggest problems which you face after buying this light. What I did was have these circular rings made from a grill maker, and then I had these 4 points welded on top of both the rings. The back, then I kind of sandwiched the lights in between the two rings, and then through nuts and bolts, fixed it on all the four sides, like this. Ultimately, I was able to fix it onto my Bullet, and this is what it looked like. But as you can see, it is not looking so great. In fact, it is looking horrible, and that is the comment I got from many of the of my subscribers. So next, I went and bought this housing from China, which can take in a PA 36 4.5-inch light. Now, in this housing, the ring comes off, and you have even got an H12 socket to connect with the light, which was a relief because I uh, did not want to cut such a beautiful socket on my light. The red wire side goes on the red wire side of this H12 socket in the housing, and the black side of course goes in the black side, as you can see. So once it is attached, so as you see, I have attached it properly. The ring goes on top, and on top of that, you place the light. So it does look as if it is built for these. The housing is built for this light, and it is a perfect fit. Now the enclosure ring is placed on top, and if you see on the bottom, there is a groove in which a screw can be placed to tighten it up. I have placed the screw on the bottom that you can see it is in black color and tightened it up. Now there is one wire coming out which is for powering up the light. I have already placed a uh, fog light rod at, on the bottom of my light. So the first thing I'll do is remove the headlight. Then I place this auxiliary light onto the fog light rod, and I tighten it up with a bolt. Now that I have fixed the second light in the similar manner, it is time to check whether the lights are working. I have already attached a switch which is connected to the ignition. You can see this wire going and connecting the red ignition socket, and there are two wires coming out of it which will be attached to the wire coming out of these lights. And when I switch it on, you can see both of these lights are working. Of course, they look beautiful, and they totally go with the kind of aesthetics the truck light headlight uh, has. However, procuring this lights housing can be a big pain. Now I have taken the wire from the back side so that they are not visible from the front, and I am doing the final connection to the ignition so that they can draw the power from it. The uh, the main wire goes and connects with this switch, which switches the light on and off. Now I'll place everything inside, pack it up, fix the headlight bulb, and screw it on. So now you see how it looks alongside the truck light headlight. So I say it does look very beautiful. However, we will need to test how much light it gives out. So now I'm testing its light output. So this is just the fog light that I have switched on, and as you can see, it gives out a decent amount of light. It is not as good as it is not very exciting light. It does not cover up the whole area, but I would say it's a decent amount of light. And for the amount of power it consumes, I would say it is extraordinary that it is even able to uh, put out so much light. So you can see that even in lighted area, you can slightly make out that uh, the light is on. So now in this part, you can see and compare how the auxiliary light looks along with low beam and with high beam. What I would say it does is that it fills in the area to gives a homogeneous kind of light, which is very evenly spread. Except for that, you won't get too much light output from these auxiliary lights, and these lights, of course, cost a bomb. So, with the price anywhere between 12,000 to 13,000 per piece, a set of them would cost you something around 26 to 28,000 rupees. So, my final verdict is these lights look great. They have immensely low power draw. They are extremely sturdy, and they will last you almost uh, the life of your vehicle. But they are extremely costly for the light output that they provide. So buy it only if you have already bought a truck light headlight and you want these lights to go along with the aesthetics of your truck light headlight.